Happy Wednesday, my beautiful YouTube family. Today I am going to be showing you 3 different really easy boho wall hangings that you do not need to be intimidated by. You will need 2 rings, one larger, one smaller, yarn, and scissors. Start by cutting out all the yarn pieces. You're going to be folding these in half, so make sure you're making them the length that you want them when it's folded in half. Take your smaller circle that's going to fit into the larger circle, but you're going to add yarn to this piece, not the larger circle. So you just take the folded in half piece, loop it over, pull the 2 pieces through and tighten it, and that is actually going to be the method that we are going to use for the rest of the wall hangings in the rest of this video. So it's super ridiculously easy. Once you're stoked on the amount of yarn that's on there, you're going to grab your larger circle and place a smaller circle right in the center of it. To protect the surface that I was working on, I just slid a little piece of paper underneath it, and I grabbed my hot glue gun and just glued those 2 pieces together. So the smaller circle is going to be in the middle top of the larger circle. Does that make sense? Let those 2 pieces dry together, and then once they are, add a dab of hot glue and grab a piece of yarn and just wrap it around to cover up where you glued it. Cut the excess yarn off, add a dab of hot glue to secure it, and you're done. I pulled my yarn through so the circle was laying on top of it, so you can see more of the gold, and I think it turned out absolutely rad. You can keep this whatever length that you want, clearly. I cut mine a little bit on the shorter side, and I absolutely fell in love with it. You're going to need yarn, a wooden dowel, and scissors. All you gotta do is cut your yarn, and then you're gonna grab your wooden dowel, and we're gonna repeat that same looping process just directly onto this wooden dowel. So repeating what we did previously, you're just gonna fold that yarn in half, loop it over the wood, pull the 2 excess pieces through, and tighten it, and repeat it until the wooden dowel is as full as you want it to be. You can switch your colors or keep it solid, it's totally up to you, but once you're finished, just add a dab of hot glue to one end, take some rope, twine, or ribbon, because this is gonna be how you hang it, wrap it around the wooden dowel a little bit, pull it over to the other side, and hot glue the other end to the other side of the dowel. Once I hung it up and stepped back, I realized it needed just a little bit of something, so I braided 2 color blocks within the wall hanging, and I gave it a little bit of a haircut. Again, all of this is totally optional. You can add beads, you can add crystals, you can go crazy with this thing. This one is definitely more on the quote-unquote traditional side, I would say. I'm not even sure if that's proper language for wall hanging, so I apologize if it's not. For this last wall hanging, we're just incorporating both of these previous wall hangings into one. So you're going to need 2 rings, a wooden dowel, scissors, and yarn. Once again, we're going to be cutting our yarn, and we are folding this in half because we're doing the little loopy trick. So make sure you're doubling the length what you want because you're folding it in half, okay? Remember that. I then split my yarn up into 6 groups of 5. Grab your wooden dowel, and you're literally going to do the whole loop thing with each group. So it's just going to be a chunkier knot, if you will. So for whatever reason, if you skip through this video, you're going to just take those groups and you're going to fold them in half, and then you're going to loop them over the wooden dowel, pull the excess pieces through, and tighten. We're going to hang it the same way by just tying a piece of rope or twine or ribbon or whatever to each side of the wooden dowel, and we're going to add a little bit extra accessory to it. Take each piece of rope that you just tied onto each side of the wooden dowel, and you're just going to tie them in a knot with the loop in it, so that way when you pull up, it's going to be able to hang from that loop. Now we are going to add the larger circle to the middle. So you're going to cut a little piece of yarn that fits right there, add a little dab of hot glue to the smaller circle, and then you're going to add a dab of hot glue to the larger circle to connect it. Once you're done with that, hang it up, and it should look something like this. There you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed my take on 3 different boho-esque, super simple DIY wall hangings. Do not forget that I have a DIY workshop that you can attend. Come drink, mingle, eat, and DIY with me on July 29th. The link is in the description for you to buy your ticket. Come hang.